We are going to discuss how to do SSH in the Linux, Mac or Windows. I will show you Linux and Mac, but Windows I don't have, so I will show you the screenshots. By using that screenshot, you can log into SSH inside your EC2 machine. In previous tutorial, I explained how to create, like how to launch a EC2 instance, but in this section, how you can log in inside the Ubuntu machine. Like I took in previous section Ubuntu machine, right? So today I will explain how to do. SSH means like a secure socket shell. By using your private key or by using our username and password, by using that you can do SSH. Why? Because it is at the remote, right? It is in the cloud. If you want client, if you want to communicate, we need an interface. If you are taking the Windows, you have the Putigen. Like put is a tool, so by using Putigen you can convert your key into your own private key. I will explain later, that is point. If you take the Linux or the Ubuntu, we have direct terminal. You no need to install any software, just you can go and type SSH, you can directly log into your box. Okay, this is in previous section I created a instance. So my instance name I given, if you want to in the tags, if you see here is a test machine, it's a dev box. I given this is the tag for our box, right? We have like is a public IP. Okay, from outside the world you can log in to the box, anyone can log in. Like this is our IP address. How I can do that? I'm opening my terminal inside my Mac. I downloaded a private key while launching your instance. You remembered I given as a name my private key. Okay, in my downloads folder I have that file. You see, this is my private key. By using this private key I will log in inside the box. Okay, so how you can do SSH, secure socket shell? I am giving as input I, so I am giving my input as my private key. Okay, my private key dot pem. Okay, once by default if you create a Ubuntu machine from Amazon, by default the username is Ubuntu. They given as this Ubuntu name, this is your username, and you need to at the rate you need to provide your IP address, right? Public DNS. Like if you click here, if you see here, this is IPv4 public IP. Just go and just copy and paste it here. Okay, just click on enter. If you see here, unprotected private key file. Why? Because when permissions 0777, my private key are to be open, anyone can access this private key, so I need to make it as only the my specific user. That means root, you need to give some permission instead of giving the whole permission. If you do see here ls minus l, if you see here whole, everyone, user, group and other, everyone can access, so I am changing the permissions. You can give chmod 4000 my private key. If you see here again ls minus l, see only the read permission I am giving to the user. Okay, first line indicates a directory or a file. Next three dots, read means readable, only the read only access I have this private key. By using this key I will log in now. Same, execute the same command. See, click enter. See, now you are entering to inside your Ubuntu. Welcome to Ubuntu 18.0.4. In this way you can log in. You can do whatever actions you want. You can click which user, who am I. If you see here, username is Ubuntu. If you want to print your present working day, pwd. Okay, just clear your screen, do the ls command, nothing. So if you want to navigate to the root user, cd space slash, that means it's a root user. If you do ls, see all directories are available. So what is the use of this directory means, in my YouTube list I have a Unix session. If you want to understand the Unix file system, go ahead and watch those videos, then you will be understand each directory what is the use. Okay, in the Mac you can do same thing you can do in the Ubuntu also. There is no change in the Mac either Linux. Okay, just quickly I will log inside my Ubuntu and I will show you. This is my Ubuntu machine. Okay, so I'm already in my desktop. I have my private key. Previously I copied inside my Ubuntu machine. So if you check the permissions, ls-l, okay, is a read permission. Previously I changed. If you don't know how to change, go and click chmod 4000 my private key.pem. if you do, permissions will be the same. Okay, now do ssh -i your input file. Where is your private key? And you need to give your username ubuntu, and at the rate you need to copy paste your IP address. This is my IP. See, now you are able to log in using Ubuntu. Same steps in the Linux and the Mac. Whereas in Windows, why? Because as is a Linux machine, right? So you can do in the Linux directly, but in the Windows you need to change .pem file, your private key file, to change to .ppk file. I have some screenshots. Quickly go through PPT. Now you can do SSH by using Linux. Okay, now how you can do the Windows? Okay, in Windows you need to download a putty tool. In the Windows SSH you need to go through some steps. First you need to download a putty. If you don't know how to do the putty, just in Google go and click putty download. Just okay, see PUTTY, sorry, spelling mistake, but it make it right. See, just go and click, and if you see here download putty, here you can download putty here. Go and click. If you are using the Unix, no need, by default is available. If you till is a gz file is there, it's not required anyway. If you are using the Windows machine 32-bit or 64-bit, just you can click on the 64-bit. Once this is downloaded, just install the software. As you know, you are very good to install the softwares. Like click next and finish. Once this is done, step 2 is done. So you need to open a Puttygen software and click on the load button. I am giving all screenshots. If you see here, once you install the putty, these are all softwares will be there by default. Just you click on the Puttygen. Okay, just click, and once you go there, this pop-up will open. So previously you downloaded a my private key. I given as a name my private key. If you give some different name, so .pem, right? So go and click on the load button. Once you click this load button, it will show you this pop-up. So if you click here, my key will be a my private key, right? So some name is there. If you click on select all files, then this .pem file will be open. By default it will show you. If you click this all files, by default it will taken as .ppk. okay, private key one. So what, in order to connect your machine in the Windows, you need to convert your key convert into .ppk, okay, to extension. What you will do, click this one. Once you click the load button, click your key. Once you click, it will show you your key. See, your key will be generated here. Okay, by using this key you can log into your Windows Linux machine. Okay, here these three will become automatic, these three options. So this is key phrase. You need to give some password. Okay, just you whatever you want, just give the password and save the private key. Once you save the private key, it will show you one pop-up, successfully imported a foreign key. Now you can log in inside your box. So you are converted to a Windows specific related, okay, by using the Puttygen key generator. You converted .pem to ppk. Once you downloaded this one, now one step is done now, right? You install the software, then you open. Now you converted your Windows format the key. Now you need to log into your box. Before going to log into the box, you need to do one more action. You need to click on the putty. This is the tool you need to open. Once you click here, the pop-up it will be show you here. Okay, here you can provide your IP address. Your for me IP address given as this is my public DNS, I can provide. This is the key here. By default 22 port will be there. Okay, and SSH, it will be by default, it will be there. And before going to this action, you need to do one more step. You click on the connections and click on SSH, and this is step, and you need, now you saved your private key, right? While you are logging inside the machine, you need to give input. In the Linux you are giving, right, ssh-i your private key, so you need to give your private key while logging in Windows also, right? So this is the screenshot. If you click on the connections, there is a SSH, and click, there is a auth key. Once you click this one, here you can browse your key. If you see here, my private key.ppk, so you whatever name you given, just select .ppk file. Once this step is done, then click on the session. Same window. It's just if you drag here, it will give you a session. Once you click, you give your host name, your port number, and you can click open. In future you want to open one more time, you can save this session to your name. Some, if you the save button is option is available here, you give whatever the name you want, just you click that one and click open. Once if you open, immediately it will show you like that. If you click in Amazon AMI, if you click like Linux machine, you need to give EC2-user. Now we created as a Ubuntu, right? So you need to provide Ubuntu username. Okay, if you given this username, same how you logged in inside your Linux, this is the username you need to provide. Once you can log in inside your box. If you click on Amazon AMI, I will show you how I can create. When you click launch instance, in this AMI, by default either this machine or this machine username is EC2-user, as you see in the screenshot. But if you click on Ubuntu server, the username is Ubuntu. Just type the Ubuntu and enter, then you can log into your machine. Whatever your actions you want, you can perform the actions. This is the way you can log in your Linux, Mac or Windows. If you feel any difficulty, please leave your comments. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you guys.